Good morning, half a day. So just left the house, gonna get this shift started this Thursday morning, and we're kicking it off with an order from Costco, and it's on Instacart. I don't know if anybody else would have accepted this order. It came in pretty quick. It is basically going to the zone that we like to drive to. So why not? Why not work a little and get paid to drive to that zone, right? But yeah, it is for $45 and some change, and it's over 40 miles. And it's heavy pay. It's one item, but they want 15 of that specific item. And what is it? It's that 2-pack gallons of milk. And yeah, I said that right. They want 15. Would you have taken this order? But come on, join us for this ride along as we go ahead and take care of this order. So we just got back from making a delivery. It was my husband's first offer of the day. And it's funny how you come across these interesting, signs, that you see posted on the fence or even the rugs, signs that are posted on the door. I even made a short out of it. Well, this one was pretty funny because, as you'll see from this screenshot right here, talking about being shot and survivors shot again. Have you guys come across stuff like this? Let me know, because I sure love to hear about it. All right, finally took a little lunch break, but finally got an offer. We weren't waiting in the parking lot too long this time around. But it's a one customer shop. It is 25 items, but at least it's gonna be for $28, I think it was, something like that. But let's get to shopping. First few items are here in health and beauty. I really need to make a video of nothing but just the bloopers, but we just completed a delivery that the husband got. It was a shopping, and it took us to a different part of the zone where there's another Walmart, and so we're just parked here, gonna wait one round, and if none of the offers at this store is not worth it, or there's no offers coming through, then we're gonna head on out. So we're probably only gonna wait at least 10 or so minutes, and then move back to our favorite store and see if we can get lucky. At the moment, because the very first offer of the day, as you saw, was on Instacart, that already put almost $50 on the board before we even hit this area. So let's see if we can finish the night with a bang. And as it's also known, not the banger, but a slapper. Psh, psh. I need one of those. that was disappointing. We waited there probably 15 minutes instead of the 10 that I thought we would wait. We were trying to give it a chance. I mean, a couple of offers did roll through, but especially that part of the town, yeah, it don't take much. It really reminds us of our home zone, really, but it doesn't take much to get you out into the country roads. So but we're back at our favorite store now, and let's hope, I mean, it hasn't been too bad of a day, so we are at least $50 shy of hitting our minimum, at least. So we need at least $50 more. So let's see what happens. As you can see, it's gotten darker. Well, we sat there for a few minutes longer, really, than I wanted to. But finally got an offer, one customer shop, 8 items, less than 2 miles, for just over $18. So let's get in there and get to shopping. I just made that delivery, and now we are on to the hubby's order. He picked up a curbside, quick one, less than 2 miles, and only a 2 customer drop off. We just checked in at curbside, and now we are waiting. But while we are waiting, I really wanted to just talk about what had happened on this last shopping order, and then the one that I had a little bit earlier. Oh, my husband was just showing me that one of the customers is just a 1 item, but it's a vacuum. But anyways, it was really sweet. You know, I came across this woman when I was on the cleaning aisle, and at first I really thought she was talking to someone, because when she came onto the aisle, she was already talking. Like maybe she had the ear pods in, and she was talking to somebody on the phone, and she was looking at the plugins basically, and I was trying to look for toilet paper, but she ended up asking me if which do I prefer, and she was showing me the 2 different scents that she was trying to decide on picking. And so we briefly talked, and the next thing she was like, "Are you Samoan or from the Philippines or Hawaii?" And I was like, a much smaller island, and I mentioned how I was from Guam. She's like, and she comes over to my car, and she's like, "I have a daughter-in-law that from Guam, and I have a daughter-in-law that's a Filipina." But she was just so sweet, and she was talking about how it was meant for us to meet, and what do you call that? And I told her, and because she was like, "You guys have some really good food," and she's like, "Oh, wait a minute, I'm going to stop talking right now because but she was like, "You have a blessed day. I'm so glad we met," and she ended up giving me a hug. Like I said, it was just very sweet, and it was just one of those times that I wish I had my body cam. I have the body cam, but I used to wear that, to hopefully come across, interactions like that I would have, audio at least, for you guys to be able to listen to. But then the other one was on this last shopping order that I did. I was walking by on the spice aisle, a small group of people that were looking at the spices, and I just had to grab 1 item. Anyways, just as I passed, I hear, apparently she's a teenager, she was like, "Oh, these are one of those things the rich people use to cook with." And I just giggled at that, and I thought that was cute. And then as I was walking by again to get by, the guy, he was like, showing me, and he was making a comment about, I can't remember exactly what the comment was, but he was showing it to me, and I was like, no, I don't even know what that is either. Everybody just starts laughing, and he said, well, I'm not rich, so I don't know. But the spice that she had picked up, it was this fancy looking jar, but apparently it was just sea salt. I don't remember what the brand was, but it was sea salt. But as I continued to walk away, they were all just laughing at the fact, you know, that she had made that comment. But I just wanted to share a couple of those interactions that I had today. And again, I guess I just need to recharge my body cam and start wearing it. I guess one of the other reasons why I stopped using it was because I take a lot of my footage with my own phone, and it's easier for me to edit that way when I'm making my videos, because I can just do it directly off my phone. And I can even do it, you know, same day. But I don't know. I need to go back to wearing my body cam, because like I said, it's interactions like that just make me smile, you know, make me laugh, and I don't want to miss out on any details, you know, that makes it a little bit heartwarming or funny to deal with. Oh, looks like his order's here. All right, so we're at the end of our shift. We did a little bit of personal shopping in hopes that we would get an offer while we were in there, but that didn't happen. And for whatever reason, when you're in the store, it doesn't happen often where you'll get offers, decent offers at that, if they do happen to come through. So I don't know, for you Spark drivers, and if you guys are actually in the store, what has it been? What's your average when it comes to getting offers while you're in the store? But anyways, like I said, we're at the end of our shift. But before I tell you guys how we did, I do hope that if you haven't already, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and then don't forget to hit the notification so you'll know when I upload videos just like this, or even when I go live. But okay, did we make our $200? Did we get another offer? No, we got three. They were broken down into smaller offers. They were about $15 a piece. So yes, we did. We made over $200. So yay! I'm also gonna mark how many hours we worked today, as well as the miles that we drove today. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching my video and joining us for this ride along, and that I hope you'll keep coming back. And again, whatever you guys are doing out there, stay safe. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a wonderful day. Adios for now.